What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this, we have honest government and minority government. Before we dive into this video, if you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you like to support this channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is hit that join button to receive your exclusive benefits. Let's get right to it. Sorry.
Hello, I'm from the Australian government.
And I'm from the opposition.
And we're here to warn you that if you vote for minor parties and independents this election, you could end up with
a minority government. And we're
What's wrong with a minority government? You feel me? We tired of the governments, the top two always winning, one or the other. You know what? It's time for a change. It's time to see to allow I don't even know what exactly is minority government, but we finna find out.
here to tell you why that's a very, very bad thing.
for us.
A minority government, from the Latin minimus gubernatio, meaning less bullshit, happens when voters are smart enough to not
Meaningless bullish.
give any one party complete control of government.
Which means instead of being able to ram through whatever shit legislation we promised Tassal or Santos, we'll need the support of other MPs you elect. Sometimes we'll have to work with minor parties, sometimes with independents, and sometimes with the opposition.
If we're not being total dickheads that day.
In other words, we'll be forced to
Share power. And we fucking
Oh, that's the sharing power. The government, they hate that. They'd absolutely hate that. But cooperation should run the nation. You know, with all the power shouldn't be in the hands of these two major parties. You know what? Let's vote in some minorities. Let's vote in some independents. Let's make them have to all work together to do what's best for the Australian people. Come on.
hate that, which is why we're trying to scare you away from minor parties and independents by telling you
Minority governments cause chaos and instability.
Be like, that ain't what y'all been causing? Chaos and instability? That ain't what y'all been doing?
Remember that time we went into minority government a few years ago? No, because you probably didn't even notice it.
These states and territories have a minority government right now.
As do all of these countries, and yet they all still exist. Here in New Zealand, we haven't had a single party government for decades, and we still exist, even if everyone forgets we do.
And here in
Even if everyone forgets we do. Say they fed up with being left off of maps. Y'all gonna put some respect on New Zealand name. Respect them.
Denmark, we've had minority government since 1909, yet somehow have world-class healthcare, education, and rank as one of the world's happiest countries.
Fine, so they're pretty stable. But
Minority governments can't get anything done.
And yet this one passed more legislation than any other Australian government. And that's cause, by having to work with these guys in the lower house, Julia also got their support in the Senate, where bills must pass to become law. So
That makes sense. The more they talk, the better and better minority government's starting to sound. As you can see, a lot of countries use it, so it is stable. And the country where the people are most happiest use it. And you got free school, free healthcare. Of course, it comes out of your taxes, so not completely free, but still, like, they love it. And you got Julia. When it was minority government, you even saw the example. She got more legislation passed than these major parties.
she didn't get so much done in spite of minority government, but because of it.
whatever, still not as good as a majority coalition government. Of course, when you think of it, the coalition is literally two parties sharing power, which means this was technically a minority government. And this one, and this one, and this one too.
So you're saying minority governments do work?
Only when we do it, honey. Because when these nutters hold
The minority governments do work only when we do it, because we still got most of the power. So we make the party that we're working with kind of bend to our will. kind of kiss the ring. Do whatever we tell you to do.
Us to ransom by demanding $20 billion for dams in exchange for their support, that's stable government.
But when we negotiate with these guys, it's chaos and instability.
Fucking no.
The truth is, minority governments do cause chaos. For us, who have to share power and negotiate.
For lobbyists, who won't be able to influence us as easily since power will be shared across Parliament.
Yeah.
And for journos, who'll have to make more than 2 phone calls to do their job.
For everyone else, it's just democracy working as intended.
Where politicians have to earn their fat paychecks by talking to each other. So if you're sick of majority governments passing shit bills for our mates,
And sick of us constantly teaming up to ignore the things you want, like public hearings for the NAC,
a ban on gambling ads,
an inquiry into AUKUS,
a whistleblower protection authority,
truth in political advertising laws,
lifting job seeker above poverty levels,
making these motherfuckers pay their fair share of tax.
Oh, everything making them pay their fair share of taxes for it. Nah, yeah, I'm a minority government. I'm all for it, goddamn. Yeah.
ending native forest logging,
And climate action that isn't bullshit.
then you might want to force us into a minority government at this election.
Except this minority government, we're shit no matter what.
Authorised by the
I think y'all
Department
gotta listen to these two ladies. I think they know what they talking about.
for the Prevention of Chaos due to too much democracy.
Like they know what they talking about. I think minority government might be the best way to go about things. I'd love to hear what y'all think, but it sounds like going with the minority is going with the best. Having them making power shared, checks and balances, all of these things help, right? To give the people what they truly want instead of two parties that just like, we're gonna win. One of us is gonna win. We don't really care what they want. What we want to do is make the elite happy, and we want them putting money in our pockets and all of that. Y'all let me know in the comment section what you guys think. If you enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. Check out the next one. I'll see y'all.